One. HOI Detroit, House of Israel. Are they Israelites?
They Israelites. That's the Holy
Okay.
Spirit.
Shalom, shalom.
Start making us some of them posters too.
Yeah, we got them. And Captain told me to bring them today, but I couldn't bring them by myself.
Wait till I get rid of
But no, we're gonna start bringing them because we have to. And then the dress codes have to be 102.
Yep.
Because he got on me today about that. All right, shalom. It's HOI Detroit, House of Israel. We come to wake up our people, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We are the Israelites, the chosen people of God. What scripture is that? Let's start off with, okay, first of all, I'm going to run through this right quick to let you know why I believe in the Bible. Okay, so give me Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. Oh, how we doing? You know you guys chosen people? You know you're the Israelites, you guys chosen people. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, blacks, Hispanic, Negro descents, the Indians. You know, matter of fact, you guys went into slavery first. You guys went into slavery for us. What happened is the 12 tribes of Israel is you were the strongest tribe. You know, the strongest tribe. But one thing about your tribe, you know, it was easy to get you to talk to other women. So anyway it go. What happened was that the 12 tribes, we kind of split up. So when they came and got us out of slavery, they took your people to Spaniard. They took my people to America. And the Indians came here first by themselves because they split up with us. And how we got into captivity because we all wasn't keeping God's laws, which was the statute, laws, and the commandments. That's what he gave us to keep. He didn't give us Christianity. He didn't give us Catholic, none of that. We had to keep the statute, laws, and the commandments. And we had our own holidays. You know, we was the 12 tribes of Israel. And you guys, when you talk about the Egyptians had Israel in slavery, well, you was one of the tribes that was in slavery as well. Okay, and so now what happened is that when we came over here, you ever played musical chairs? You played that before, where you get up and the music stops and you sit down? Okay, and the last one, well, they played musical chairs with our history. You know, and so when they took us, they took the Bible, and they put their faces in the Bible, and they gave it back to us. And so now we see the Bible as the other nations. So when we read the Bible, we're not reading it as it's us. They're talking about us. But even when like in Joshua, when we had to go fight people, you know, you guys was where like Samson came from. You know, your generation. You know, Samson was the strongest cat. But what got Samson? The woman from the other nation. You remember that? Did you hear that story? The Samson, big strong guy. You never heard that? Okay, all right. Did you want to kick this off first with them?
They Issachar, right?
Yeah, you Issachar. Hold on.
Oh, you got it?
No, go ahead.
I'm just going to say something.
Go ahead.
Well, you guys, you ever heard of Issachar? Like, you heard of the Aztecs?
The Mayans?
The Mayans, the Aztecs? Like Issachar, you guys are the tribe of Issachar, and the word, you know, it's a Hebrew word, and your language was never Spanish, you know.
That's what I was going. Y'all speak Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Are you from Spain? Why you speak Spain? I mean Spanish if you ain't from Spain, because that's not of your descent. That's what I was telling you. I know a lot of times. See, what's the main thing they say? Divide and conquer. They tell the so-called Mexicans, I say so-called Mexicans like they call us so-called Americans. African Americans, that's two different places. How can you be one person, two from different places? But we're gonna stick on y'all, the so-called Mexicans. And I say so-called because that's not what's called in the Bible. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 7:6. Y'all, just like I told you over there, y'all come in different shades like us. You got so-called brothers that's real dark, right? Light and all, just same thing we did in different light, in different shades. But like I say, a lot of them what do they tell? I don't know if y'all actually came over, but if you ask your grandparents, what do they tell y'all to stay away from us? Why is that? Because we ain't no harm to y'all.
Speaking the truth.
Yeah, there you go, brother. We ain't no harm to y'all. Let me ask you, when have you ever heard exclude like California, but here, you ain't ever heard us doing nothing to y'all, and we ain't never heard y'all doing nothing to us, have you? divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? Because what do they tell us? We the minority. Yeah, of course. Y'all over there and we over there. That makes us a minority. But when we come together, we have strength. This is what God think about y'all. Give me what you got up.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thou God. The Lord have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Okay, now let me ask you this. This is what they say about the so-called Mexican, right? Who is the hardest working person over? Who do they say? They say y'all, right? That's a blessing. Give me some on this car.
I got this one.
Oh, just anything you come up. What I had something on let's go to Genesis 49. Okay. We're gonna get something on this car. That is what you are called biblically. Biblically, Issachar, but it's some other name, but we're gonna go with Issachar. Give me what you got. Come. Give me
I just looked it up. Just to break it down.
give me Zephaniah 2:1-2. It's another thing. How this is what God says about all of us. You got it up? This is what God says about all our people. Give me what you got up.
Genesis 49:14. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. And he saw that rest was good.
Okay. Now, in the Bible uses a lot of metaphors. When he say rest is good, it's really like when they say couching down. Now, we're not going to say this as a disrespect, but when it says crouching down, when it says the pouches, they says a donkey. A donkey is a hard working animal. Not to be disrespectful, but just to say it's a hard working animal. And when it said rest was good, the stereotypes, what is one of the stereotypes for the so-called Mexicans? They like to take siestas. Is that not true? That's what it says, crouching down. Because after you work hard, what you gonna do? You get tired, you're gonna take a rest. But see, I'm gonna point out some of the things how it says us too. In the Bible, this is a description of your people. Your people work hard. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? That's what it says, a crouching tiger. You work hard, finish it out, huh?
And bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute.
And when it says a servant, you work harder. How can I say it? I don't want to say it where it sounds like racist or whatever, but where is it at on Michigan? It used to be on Michigan where you could go get some of the so-called Mexicans and they just put up anything real quick. That's what it's describing Issachar as. And I'm gonna say you how we supposed to be together. Give me what you got, huh?
Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired.
Now when it said not desired, do the so-called Mexicans catch hell in America? Do y'all catch hell in America? What is Donald Trump trying to do to some of y'all? Now, think about this. When y'all over here first? Texas, so-called New Mexico. How is he going to deport your people, when y'all was over here before them? That don't even make sense, does it?
It doesn't make sense.
Now, that's what I say. That's divide and conquer. Because guess what everybody is finding out? The so-called Mexican and the so-called black are starting to bind together. Strength in numbers. It's good when we can keep each other going at each other and not see who is the real enemy. We not each other's enemy. That's what we got to start seeing. We brothers and sisters. Like I just said, when have y'all seen any blacks? Now I'm not talking about on an isolated level or whatever. You ain't seen no riots between us. We peaceful people just like y'all peaceful people. But God say we don't have the chart. Well, somebody pull up the 12 tribes chart. You got something else? Give me this. Give me what you got.
Okay, this is the definition of Issachar. The tribe Issachar was known for their understanding of time and their commitment to manual labor and scholarship. So you ever seen those temples? You ever seen that pyramid in Mexico? What's the one called? Well, anyway, each side of it is 360 steps representing each day. So Issachar always could keep time. So that, and it explains it right here. And it's also said that it was hard workers. So you could explain that. It explained itself pretty much.
And that's what the so-called white man uses that as a derogatory term to y'all because y'all work harder. You know what I mean? But God says that's an attribute because nobody works harder than y'all. You know what I'm saying? And here go one more. Give me what you got.
Genesis 30:18. And Leah said, God hath given me my hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband, and she called his name Issachar.
Because y'all work hard. You know what I mean? And like I say, even if just look at the skin tones, y'all just not one or two. See, y'all like 3 or 4 skin. We just don't have it out here, but the same as the so-called blacks. You got light-skinned blacks, and you got real dark Mexicans, don't you? So that lets you know we are the same people. It's just, like I say, you are called so-called Mexican. Can somebody pull up the chart? You are called so-called Mexican, but you're supposed to speak Spanish. That's in Spain. You're not supposed to be there. That's when you've been conquered. The Spaniards, which is the white man, he conquered your people, just like ours. But see, you in the 1400s, y'all was in slavery before us. Now, I don't know if y'all know that.
Speaking Hebrew.
Yeah, but they want you not to know that. That's why even in the schools today, what are they doing? They're taking out the slavery. So eventually down the line, we won't even know that we was in it. You know what I mean? There you go.
We had a question.
What's the question? Okay. But I want y'all to know, y'all are Israelites. Y'all are Israelites. Just keep that. Y'all are Israelites. Start looking it up.
You're good. You're all right.
Yeah. Start.
No problem, sister.
Yeah, start looking it up. Start looking up. Y'all are Israelites. You know what I mean?
Don't worry about it.
And from the tribe of Issachar, start looking that up. You know what I mean? And don't, no more being called. I know it's not to be disrespectful, but we say so-called. Like even they call us blacks. We ain't black is your color. I'm not that color. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But just start looking that up. Y'all are Israelites. Start looking that up. From the tribe of Issachar. You know what I mean? We brothers. Just we got to start coming back together, because the reason I say it's us, because this earth belongs to all of us. All of us. We ain't supposed to be living like this.
See right there? It says Issachar. That's the Mexican. We got Asher. That's the Colombian.
Mel.
We got Reuben.
Do Deuteronomy 7:6 right quick.
Right here.
All right, I already read that too.
You already read it? Okay.
Issachar. Issachar right here.
Go ahead, you can finish up.
Yeah, Issachar. Also Aztecs. You know, it's the same. Like, matter of fact, when I just went to Mexico, I just went to the temple.
That's all.
No, hold it for me.
Oh, okay. No, go on, get it. You good? Hey, yeah, you can finish up.
I grew up in South. Anyway, when
Yeah.
when I went to that temple,
Okay.
I was just like, everything, like far as numbering and everything, man. Their time was so precise. It was more precise than the clocks today.
Yeah, that's good.
That's how precise they were with the suns and the moon, and they could figure out, like, man, each step it's got 365 representing every day.
One question. When do y'all stand?
Yep.
Point, what's one of those? Grosse Point.
Hosea 7:8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not over. Ephraim is a cake not
I
turned.
grew up in Clark Park.
Right. So
Said it is.
what he's saying is that the Mexicans have mixed themselves with other nations, like the Arabs, the white man, and so they look like so many different people. They're like a cake that have not been turned into one color. You know how you mix a cake and turn it to one color. They're like a cake that has not been turned, so it's spots. You know, it's spotty, like light skin, black, dark. So that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, their skin tone is like a cake that has not been turned.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. So these are the reasons why I believe in the Bible. Give me Revelations 12:10. Give me Isaiah 17:1. And so I'm finna get down. We're finna go down to the. I'm gonna get these scriptures out the way real quick so you can understand why I believe in the Bible. Go ahead.
Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ.
No. Give me 12 and give me 16 and 12. Revelation 16 and 12. And you got Isaiah 17 and 1. All right.
Revelation 16:12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates.
Okay, and so the sixth angel poured out his vial on the rivers Euphrates, right? Okay, and so when I was 30, when I was 20, Euphrates was a river, right? And so I'm 60, and so Euphrates is dried up, right? So I seen this in my day, and this was said thousands of years ago, right? So this is why I believe in the Bible. I'll read that again.
Revelation 16:12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Right. Okay, and so the water is dried up, right? And the way of the kings are now prepared for what? War. Right? And so now war is taking place. And so in my day, I seen this prophecy. When I was 20, the Euphrates River was there. I'm 60, and Euphrates River is gone.
That's right.
And this was spoken thousands of years ago, right? Okay, now watch this one. Then give me Acts 9 and 3.
Isaiah 17 and 1. The burden of Damascus, behold, Damascus become away from being a city.
Okay. So I want to cut you off for a second. Okay, Damascus, right? Damascus was predicted by Isaiah that it would be destroyed, right? Now watch this here. This is why I believe in the Bible.
Damascus was taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruin, a heap.
Right, and so it will be a ruined heap, which means tore down destruction. A ruined heap, which means you're stepping over bricks. You just is ruined. It's not no city no more. But this was spoken. Isaiah came 1,000 years before Paul, right? Now Paul, I'm gonna show you that Damascus was still rolling when Paul was here.
Acts 9 and 3. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Okay, and so Saul was on his way in Damascus, you know what I'm saying? Like Detroit downtown is land like that. It's really nice. And so Saul on his way to Damascus, right? Because Damascus was really nice. Now, Isaiah said Damascus was going to be a ruined heap, but Paul didn't see that. But in my day, Damascus is a ruined heap. This is the greatest day to live, and this is the worst day to not. This is the worst day in the world to not believe the Bible. But I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you what you do believe in. You believe in emotional money. Okay, so if I say that the lottery is gonna be 2112 Monday, and it come out Monday, next Friday I'm gonna give y'all another one. Y'all gonna be here to hear it. And if I give you another lottery number for Monday on that Friday and it come out, y'all gonna believe it, right?
What was that number again?
Yeah, right. What's the number again? Right. But when there's a free exercise of faith, and you still hear the prophecies, you don't want to believe it. But money can move your emotions and make you believe it because you're going to go where the money at. That's how you're supposed to chase the Father when you still hear the same truth.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? That's how you're supposed to chase the Father when you still hear when you still hear the same truth.
Bring it up.
But you don't, right? You fall off. You fall sour. You fall into your emotions. I don't like them guys. But you hear these prophecies, but I don't like them guys. You like the lottery number if I gave it to you. You hear what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right. And so what happens is that you become a reality of Judas. Give me Matthew's 26:14, and then give me Genesis 26:25-27.
Matthew 26:14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, what will you give me? And I will deliver him unto you.
Right. And so all these rich people, what would you give me and I will leave my people? You know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington, he will do this to Christ. P. Diddy, all the basketball, every last Michael Jackson, all Michael Jordan, every last one of them would do this to Christ. If you're doing it to, if you're doing it to the least, you would do it to the greatest. You know, one person say, if you do something small, you're gonna do the same thing when it's big. You did what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you watch a penny, a dollar take care of itself. You see what I'm saying? And so if you're not watching the penny, your dollar's not taking care of itself. If you're not for your people with me, you're not gonna be with Christ. You hear what I'm saying? And so this is telling you right now, there's a lot of Judas around here, and they don't even know that they're snitches. They're snitches against the Father when you're not. I mean, listen here. Every brother is talking about I'm gonna kill that nigga and all that. You would do the same thing to Christ. You're a Judas. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of Judas around here. When your partner go against you, that was Judas going against Christ. You see what I'm saying? When your partner try to mess with your woman, that's Judas would kill you. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of Judas. They turn into snitches when they go to court. But you should be identifying right here. If I speak to a brother, he don't speak back, that's Judas. Do you hear what I'm saying? I ain't got to do a lot with you. If we in camp and you're supposed to give it up for the Father, you Judas. If you're doing anything besides coming for war with Christ, you're Judas. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways to find out who a person is. I speak to everybody, so I know who I'm dealing with. You don't speak to me, that's cool. I understand who I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But that's something simple. If you can't do something simple, damn sure you can't do nothing greater than that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm having, if you watching my back, you can't speak to me.
That's right.
What I'm gonna have you know, all that. You see what I'm saying? There's a little things you do to find out the great things about a person, right? Give me, you got that for me?
Genesis 20,
Give me,
Genesis 25,
Ecclesiastes
27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Okay, and so Esau was a cunning hunter. This the white man. He liked to hunt, right? Axe an animal, axe a deer. Matter of fact, you go in his house, and you in the basement, you see deers, lions, and tiger heads on the wall, right? His trophies for the weapons that he used, right? And so most black men don't do this, but he's a hunter. And so if you're in Detroit and you ride down 8 Mile, you will see white police officers hunting niggas, hoping they run the light. You know what I'm saying? They're hunters. They you know, you run a light, hit it, woo! But see, they don't be in their own neighborhood. They go where they know niggers is at to try to hunt them. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of us just be weird, and we don't even really notice what's going on. We just say, "Oh, I got pulled over by the police." No, you got pulled over by a hunter. You hear what I'm saying? You got pulled over by a hunter. And so Rodney's last name start with Hunt, right? Mm-hmm. And so where you at?
A man of the field. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Right, and so black folks are plain men. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a plain man. Yeah, I don't really do, I don't do all that crazy stuff. I don't go kill no animals. I don't go, you know, shoot bow and arrows, you know, at birds in the butt. I don't do stuff like that. I'm just chill. I might, you know, drink a beer, kick my feet up, you know what I'm saying? Go get my feet dead or something like that. I don't know, eat a steak. You know, I look up, he jumping from the damn bungee jumping all the way. What the hell is this nigga doing? Where you get this nigga at? What he said is that? The hell is this thing? I'm talking about, nigga, that was dangerous. And what if the jump pop? Oh, he likes that. He like that rush. He like that. You know how he is. It's like when he come to kill something. When he come to kill something, that's how he comes.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, adrenaline. That's how he comes. I don't come like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to be with my woman. He like to kill. We both like to come. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hope I said it smooth. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I hate somebody to call me like that, man.
Stop, though. Stop.
Yeah, they shouldn't even call me anyway. They wait right here. I ain't get no calls all day till I get here. It's like they know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You should know what you. You should know when not to call me at least that much. What you got? Give me.
How's it going, brother?
Give me
Got a minute for the word?
Ezekiel 36:26.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Okay, and so surely oppression makes a wise man mad, right? Okay, so I'm dealing with somebody, right? And everybody talked about the Rodney Hunts, right? Hintons, right? So he gave the hint, and the white man took the hunt, right? But he didn't see the hint. He didn't see the hit with the hint in front of the truck. So he got hunted.
That's right.
Right? Okay, and so now, give me that. What was I saying?
He didn't see it coming.
Right. Read that one time. I'll get it back.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
That's
Okay,
right.
so surely oppression makes a wise man mad. Okay, so the police officer, right? He said that Rodney Hint's son got out with a gun. So I'm talking to another person. Yeah, man, the boy had a gun. He was in a stolen car. I say, did you see the gun? He said, no. I say, so why do you believe it was a gun? Because they said so. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I seen one time I was driving and I'm out of town. When I got home, I had a ticket. They caught my license plate and I'm driving. They zoomed in on it, right? But you can't zoom in on the gun. But I'm supposed to believe you. And I'm talking to another brother that picked up a belief that I know was a lie from the same people that lie to us all the time and kill us. And he bringing that lie to me, saying he had a gun and he was in a stolen car. He may have been in a stolen car. Okay, that's cool. But what I'm trying to say is that that's not a reason for him to die. And I still need to see the gun. I don't want to hear nothing. I want to see the gun. And I don't want to hear it from you.
Even if you did have
You know what I'm saying?
have training for that.
I know it's Ezekiel 36:26. Okay, and so surely oppression makes a wise man mad. Okay, and so he mad as hell. You killed his son, and he looked at the same video I'm looking at. And but one thing about it, he know his son didn't have a gun. That's the problem. You can't tell him because he know his son didn't have a gun.
That's right.
And I know that his son couldn't have a gun because I know you. One thing I do know is that I seen a visual where you couldn't hardly see the license plate. This a black kid. I see when you couldn't see the license plate. They zoomed it in and they cleared it up and you can see the plate. I want to see you zoom that in and clear that up so I can see the gun.
That's
All of a sudden your zoom don't work no more when you come to killing us. You see what I'm saying? So, but I got to believe what you say. And I got to listen to a coon Judas to come talk to me about what you telling him to tell me. Right? But guess what? As you see now, the Lord is putting the spirit on us. He put a spirit on that man and he went full force. And guess what? I can't blame that man. You don't tell nobody how to act when you keep killing people, because it's 400 years and don't nobody want to hear that no more. The man went and ran a pink officer over because it was a pink officer killed him. And so in other words, I'm talking to another person. He said, man, he killed the wrong guy. But hold on. So the boy was the right guy to kill? A grown man killed the black boy, and that's right. But when the black man killed a grown white man, that's wrong. Do you see how we think? We done. Matter of fact, we're not even Judas no more. We deuces. You said we deuces. It's over. We cook.
Got time for the word? Got time for the word?
And so I'm up here looking. Yeah, so I'm up here looking like I listened to who I talked to real well. So he's like, okay, he shouldn't have killed that innocent police. I have not seen I have not seen a black cop flip the white lady on her neck with an elbow and put the knee in her back of her bones, and then she couldn't get up. But I see it all day with them doing our women's like that.
They would have tased him if he was white. They would have tased him. They would have shot that.
Yeah, well, if he's a white boy, they would tase him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Took him to McDonald's.
Yeah, took him to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Probably took him in the back of the truck for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let him go.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that and so as this have happened, what I'm trying to say is that this is how people feel. I'm not understand this. This is not what I'm planning on doing. This is not how this is I mean I feel the same way they do, but this is not what I'll promote. But I won't this promoted neither. You dig what I'm saying? I won't dispromote somebody doing what they're supposed to do or what they feel like doing to take care of the law in their own hands. Because the law is in somebody's hands. And so if I don't like the law in your hands, then I'm going to put the law in my hands and I'll deal with your hand later. But I got to use my hand. Your law is already on deck and I don't really like it. And I know it's unfair. If Rodney Hunts, right? If Rodney Hinton knew that they was gonna be judged properly, he probably would have waited. But don't nobody want to take that chance. You see what I'm saying? He already knew. For one, anytime a white person got a family at home, right? He got a cat, rat, dogs, and a wife. You know what I'm saying? And so he got a cat, rat, dogs, and wife at home. He willing to take a chance on killing the black kid, right? Taking a chance on going to jail and never see his family again. So she must ain't got no. She must ain't laying like that. She must be stinking and all that. Can't cook, booty flat. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be all wrong for me to go out and shoot somebody and take a chance going to jail and never see her again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything got to be wrong. Her toes on backwards. Everything messed up with this one.
I don't like the way she chew or nothing.
I don't like the way she chew. I don't like the way she sneeze.
Breathe too hard.
I don't like her breath stink. You see what I'm saying? I don't like nothing about her. So I'm gonna kill this here. He about to get it. Cause I ain't trying to go home.
That's right.
So anytime somebody hates you more than they love their family, something wrong. They hate you more than they love their family. And all of them doing it. You see what I'm saying? And so he had in his right to do what he had to do. Because you can face God like, okay, Lord, they just killed me and I'm here. Or you can face God like, I took 2 down and I'm here. Or your child can go up like, okay, my father ain't never do nothing and I got stumped by a bunch of white cops and he just never did anything about it. I don't want my son looking at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like no sissy. And so the hardest part is that when the family tried to go to the courtroom, they were so disrespectful there. You see what I'm saying? That the family members couldn't even get in. There was not one white man with some sense to say, hold on, let the family members, not one of them. Not one white person with some sense to say, there's too many of us in here, we don't need all this. Let their family members come in and let's keep it orderly. Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it, no, it ain't no civil when it come to you.
No, I'm saying the sister, because it was the sister, it was the officer sister there. She was trying to get him out of there.
It was one sister. It was one that you can see her love in him and for her people. But then there was another one. There was another one. I don't know what was wrong with this one. I can see her love in him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Something about that uniform. When you put that uniform on, you know, it's something go in you, you start to shake it. You know, spirit change, your eyes flip back, and then you come out the room ready to kill a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you the same color. Okay, what you got for me?
Ezekiel 36:26. A new heart also will I give you.
Okay, and so the God has given us a new heart. All that slave mentality, that's out the window. And one thing about it, when you start lifting weights, a person would say, "Hey man, you getting bigger." You be like, "Damn, I am. I don't see it," because you look at yourself all day, right? So these white folks don't see you changing because they kick your butt all day. So they don't see that this God putting His spirit on you. And when God put His spirit on you, you're gonna see Him as He do, and these are things that's gonna happen. Okay, so you said something about what actually remind me of not Rodney, but something like that. What had happened? Something different.
Oh yeah. About the it was another the guy killed his son, and he went to
You got it
to the prom.
right. Okay, so what happened? A black guy, a pink police officer again, killed a black kid, right? And so what happened was that this father, he went to that police officer daughter prom, caught her coming out, and blew the back of her head off. Do you hear what I'm saying? This father did that, right? Now you go kill another black kid. So understand this here. Understand here. Now, if you fighting a person, right, and everybody hiding him, right? So you got to go get somebody so he can feel what he did to you. The pain you sent to me, I'm gonna kill one of yours and send the pain right back. That's how he felt. You killed my child. If I can't get you, I get you that will send the pain back to him. You gonna get some pain. You see what I'm saying? It's called you stop doing these things when it come to your house. So what I'm trying to say is this. I'm not saying I'm gonna do anything like that, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do if you kill my son. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody know what they'll do. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it ain't happened. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna do what. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what I do.
Like Eddie Murphy said on life, I don't know what I do.
I don't know what I do. You know, sometimes I don't even know what I did when I wake up. I did that. Damn.
God,
you know what I'm saying? Oh.
Yeah.
But,
man.
yeah,
What
but,
you would do.
yeah, I don't know what I do. So the brother, when he killed that cop, he sent the same. Matter of fact, not only did he send the pain back to the police station, he sent the pain back to the race, the whole race. You see what I'm saying? And so that type of pain, they're not used to. All on shock. Oh, I mean, only y'all can handle this type of stuff. Only you niggas can handle this type of pain. You can handle it too. We're gonna teach you.
Get Exodus 21 and 24.
Give me Exodus 21, 24. Give me finish that. Get that back. Exodus 21, 24. And you know, you see what I'm saying? And so when you talk about he killed the innocent man, and when you black saying that, and knowing that this boy, 18 years old, was innocent not to be dead. You see what I'm saying? Something wrong with us black people. He killed the innocent white man, but it's okay for him to kill an innocent black kid. And I ain't see no gun. You see what I'm saying? And you don't tell nobody how to react. Because when the Lord put his spirit on the person, he gonna act like the Lord tell him.
Ezekiel 36:27. A new heart also would I give you.
And so he gonna give you a new heart. This heart here, this heart love master. I can take any whooping from master. But that new heart ain't gonna do that. That new heart the Lord give me, I'm gonna see things different. This is the greatest time to wake up. 10 years ago, 30 years ago in slavery, we'd have never heard no black man with this much guts these days. The Israelites waking up, they can't even wake up back then, but we waking up now. Why? Because we got a new heart. We got a new state of mind.
And a new spirit.
And we got a different spirit. Because the Bible is telling us something totally different than what we're doing. The Bible is saying, people love your own people. Love Israel. It's saying, love your brothers. You see what I'm saying? Of thy flesh. But we want to love the other flesh and kill our brothers. Right? Two greatest commandments. Love me and love thy brother. The man has tricked you to see him as God and to hate your brother. And you church folks and you niggers, y'all opposite from this Bible. This Bible is about war, of keeping the commandments with your own people.
Sure, I'm good.
A new spirit will I put within you, and I
Okay, so we got a new spirit in us.
And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh.
Right, and what's the stony heart? Hating your own people. See, when you love your own people, there's some stuff you're not gonna put up with the other race. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like my brother, this guy in on Chalmers, right? He built a big nice house in the ghetto on Chalmers, right? And so when people ride past that house, they like, he got scriptures of the streets. He got scriptures, on every brick, scriptures, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a brother that's trying to believe, right?
Okay.
And so what happens is that they started to see that, and they want to take that from him because they say it's taking too long. But what about Marvin? What about Winders Marvin? With that damn church you've been building for since 1966. You see what I'm saying? He can take all day. Why? Because that church is a place to go to hypnotize people. But what he's doing in the hood is giving the black community hope. White men say Cadllac. You see what I'm saying? Douglas said Cadllac. And guess what? Inside the city council building ain't number niggers. How in the city council building Arabs come out with all these stores? In the city council building where it's number niggers. How in the city council building you able to stricken that man that lifting up his people in front of him? He gonna take that money and move to Bloomfield Hills. You see what I'm saying? But when you ride past his place, it makes you dream that I can do it. You see what I'm saying? He give you that I can do it. And they want to. What's that place they bombed? When we was doing good again? Like, when we got bombed. What's that place again?
Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black Wall Street, right? That's the same thing right there. That's Black Wall Street. You see what I'm saying? When you give your people hope, they come to kill it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Doug got here, and then watch people say he right. When Doug got here, our water went bad. Oh, he right. Well, you should have seen that. I shouldn't be right. You should already see that. Hell, you talking about I'm right. When Doug got here, our water went downhill. You see what I'm saying? And you old black folks keep your butts, keep your head deep up in there.
I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes.
Right. And so when we start walking in his statutes, don't you know what one of the statutes? An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. You hear what I'm saying? And so what happened is that there was times when when David had to go to war. And sometimes, the king sit back. When you go to war, Trump gonna sit over here and maybe Putin sit over here and everybody else fighting. Right? But whoever lose, Trump can feel it. Or if Putin lose, Putin gonna feel it, right? And so if he kill that white cop, he gonna make sure y'all feel it. Like y'all made him feel it. It's about feeling it right now.
We feeling it about
Because we feeling it.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's about feeling it. We can't. You gonna do what God tell you to do. You see what I'm saying? Who gonna go for me, or he'll get somebody to go for him? If even that happened, whoever did it. Okay, let me give me that. No, give me that. No. Give me that. Exodus.
Exodus 21:24. Eye for eye,
Isaiah 13:13.
tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe.
That's heavy right there. That's ugly, Chisel. Read that one more time. Chisel, you got to get me kicked up out of Detroit.
Eye for eye.
Eye for eye means I see what you did, and with my eye, I'm gonna do the same thing. Right? And this is in the Bible. What scriptures is this?
Exodus 21, verse 24.
Okay, and Malachi 3:6 says, I change not. Give me that.
Exodus 21, 24. Eye for eye. Tooth for tooth.
A tooth for a tooth. Now, let me tell you something. The devil came to his children with the white folks, right? And say, what I do for him, I'm gonna do it twice to you. What you want me to do to that nigger? The white man say, I want you to take one of his eyes out. And the devil say, I'm gonna take two of yours if I do that. The white man says, so be it. Just get him pain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That much, right.
Just give it to him, and I'll risk my two just for you to get his one, right? I'll risk my wife and my kids, and I might go to jail. Most likely I might not, but I'll take that risk.
Hey, Salakia, ain't that's what the Christians say? God is a fair God,
Right?
right?
Wait, that's what Christians say. They say God is a fair God. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to be fair, they don't. Anybody can be fair, but just don't hurt massa. You know what I'm saying? That's when fair go out the window. Keep going.
Hand for hand. Foot for foot.
Okay, now in the old days, not in the old days, but they have cut our children's hands off. A baby 3 years old, and the white man put your hand there so she ain't pick enough cotton, and cut her whole hand off, and she only 6 years old, and got to go to her black father. All he can do is hug her and hold her, and she confused. And not only that, they have taken a boy and cut his foot off for not picking enough cotton. Do you see what I'm saying? He walking and limping to it with his father, and his father can't do nothing. So the Lord is putting a new spirit into these blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Well, at least the blacks, Hispanic, you might get the spirit 2 years later because y'all are slow as hell.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will spank the heavens, and the earth
Coming to hear
shall
the word?
remove out of
9 to
her
10.
place and the wrath of the Lord of hosts. And in the
Hold on,
day
start over. I got 3 more scriptures.
Okay. HOI.
Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
Okay, and so the Lord get angry. I know you church people didn't know that. I know you think God love everybody, but he get angry, right?
I just wanted to add, can I add? They have one more, Cap. That Exodus 15:3.
You want to read it for me?
Yeah.
Exodus 15:3. Read that right quick.
Let me guess what that is.
Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war.
So a lot of the churches say, well, God loves everybody. It says right there. Say it again.
The Lord is a man of war.
So it also brings out one more thing, and that's Isaiah 29:13.
Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
God loves everybody.
Right.
Let's hold hands. But you just said it. Exodus 15:3. God is the God of war.
Right. And see what Rodney Hinton did was war. If he got to go war by himself, because a lot of us ain't gonna go with him. We scared of King Massa with the small balls. We scared of King Massa. You see what I'm saying? They can't take a hit. We scared of King Massa. They can't get a splinter in his foot. why our daughters get their feet cut off. We scared of King Master. Keep going.
And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Right, it shall be as a chase roe and as a sheep no man have pity for, right? So they ain't got pity for a sheep, right? And so your people are the sheep that the other nations don't have pity for.
And they shall every man turn to his own people.
And so it's going to be a race war. Y'all better get ready for it, right? The Bible says it's going to be a race war. And I can see that this day. And so far, everything the Bible said has come true, right? And let me prove to you that it's going to be a race war. Because this is the only thing that's going to make blacks come together.
And flee everyone into his own land.
Real last name?
You missed one.
Shalaki. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people.
That's how you know it's going to be war. Because even you coons going to have to turn to your own people. That means that it's a race war going on. And for coons to turn to us, it's got to be a race war for that to take place. You African Americans got to turn to Israelites. Because it's going to be a race war. You're going to turn to your own people. All that, I kill that nigga, kill that nigga. You ain't going to have time to kill that nigga. You're going to hope that nigga let you in the door and hide you.
That's right.
Every black man going to turn to his own people because it's a race war. And I can see it now. You can't kill us and then go with them because they're going to kill you. You got nowhere to go.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And flee everyone to his own land. I mean, some of us gonna wish we went back to Africa to deal with this. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a race war. Everybody gonna turn to their own people. That's got, in order for that to happen, in order for them to get out the church, in order for them coons to get their head out the white man butt, that's because they butt burning. And they got to get out their head, they got to get their head out of there to look back to see why they butt burning. Then now they want to come to their own people because they see that that person is killing them. And it ain't no secret no more. It ain't gonna be in your food no more. It's gonna be wide open. It's gonna be two to the head walking down the street. All right, love you, brother.
Love y'all too.
Okay, and so when you understand this Bible, you understand what's next. You know what I'm saying? What's next? Well, I got you another scripture. Okay.
Amos 9:10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Right, all the sinners of my people, all those blacks, Hispanics, and Native American that not keeping the commandments, talking about Christian and religion and all that, and they give you statute laws and commandments and you're not abiding by them, he gonna destroy you. He don't, most times he told Joshua, take 300 and leave the 3,000. I need these 300 for war. And leave the 3,000. But this time he's not leaving the 3,000. He's killing the 3,000 off. And the 300 you're gonna have no choice but to war by themselves because they ain't got nowhere to go back.
Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Which say the evil should not overtake, which means the white man would not overtake. His influence is running out, right? His gas, matter of fact, white supremacy got a flat tire. White supremacy is out of gas.
That's right.
Right? Because we back in there, right?
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
Right, and so back in the days when David ruled, right, he had the earth silent, the black man, right? He had the earth silent, and he trampled over every individual that came his way, right? With the lead of the Father. And so in that day, it's gonna come back, and we're gonna be back in David's days.
And close up the breaches thereof. and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right. So we're gonna be in rulership like the days of old. And I know you coons like, oh, they got weapons, they got guns, and listen, the word say what it say. This here, and not one failed. How he gonna do it? I believe it. That's all I got to say. I believe it. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you got nukes and we got chariots. I don't care how you land. He doing it already. And in this day, the chariots are showing, and you still don't get it. When he cracked that sky, you're gonna be getting married. You're gonna be drinking. When he comes, you're not gonna even know it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be with somebody gonna be with a hoe. Somebody gonna be paying $10 for some AIDS. Somebody gonna pay $20 for some syphilis.
Facts.
Somebody might pay $100. Somebody gonna pay $500 for some AIDS. You know what I'm saying? People be paying money for AIDS, money for syphilis. You know what I'm saying?
Paying for it.
They be paying for it, and they be paying for it to pay. They be paying and paying with no pants on. Paying.
Pay for it.
They be triple paying.
God.
They're gonna be a 4 paying in a minute, right? With no paying.
God.
Just
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
right, and so that we may possess. And so, in other words, if we're gonna be like in the day of old, we possessed it then, that they may possess. And so, they got nukes, and it's saying we're gonna possess them with their nukes. So, in other words, this the best punch you got, and we still gonna beat you. You see what I'm saying? That's how they gonna know we God's chosen people. You beat us with these weapons, right?
Right.
And so we're looking at trying to fight them in the way they want to fight. That's not how we. They're gonna fight in the way we put it down.
That's right.
The way that God bring it.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And flee everyone to his own land. Right? We're gonna be getting the hell up out of here.
That's right.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Right. Everyone that is found with the white man gonna be murdered.
And everyone that is joined unto them,
Everyone that's holding their hand, married, all that,
shall fall by the sword.
head should come off. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That's right.
Oh, who is he talking about? He ain't talking about me and my people together. He talking about me being with somebody I don't supposed to, because it's already scripture, and he gonna cut your head off. Why? Because you poison. You contaminated.
Yep.
Right? Okay, I got 2 more scriptures. What was that scripture you gave me? Oh yeah, you gave me Amos.
Let me see. Yep.
Okay, so that's it. I think I got
3 and 6.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
3 and 6.
Shall I be a trumpet blown in Sydney?
Amos was 9 and 10.
Yeah, but it was okay.
Did you give me that? You gave me that?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Amos. Okay, give me my last one is Revelations 12 and 10.
Revelation 12 and 10.
And then Revelations 12 and 10, and then come with 2nd Esdras 69.
Okay, Revelations 12 and 10.
Yeah. Right. And so what's happening is that, it's like right now, when I see blacks fighting, you know what I'm saying, or black girls fighting, black guys shooting each other, that played out. I just turned it off my Facebook because it's like it's played out. It's like some shoes too tight that I don't wear no more. But when I see Rodney Hinton slam his car into the same pink toe that killed his son, that I watched that several times because that's new, that's exciting. You see what I'm saying? That is exciting to see black people stand up for each other. I don't care how you put it.
That's right.
You ain't gotta like it. I do.
Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God.
Right, now comes salvation and strength. And so what is this? This is a change. But black folks don't like change, but this is gonna be a change. Because now means it's something about to change. Come means it's already changing now. Right?
And the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren
So who accuse us? The white man accuse us.
is cast down,
Will be cast down.
which accused them before our God day and night.
Right. And so he accused us before our God day and night. Why? Because he can accuse us now. Because we're not standing up as Israelites. So I have a right. I can kill. I can, as long as I'm not killing your people, God, you shouldn't be able to do nothing to me because they niggers. And they cool. They call each other niggers. They live like niggers. So I'm not killing your people. You know what I'm saying? This a philosophy he's trying to work out with God to be able to kill us and get away innocently. Right? He can't kill us as Israelites. Judah 5:10. Give me that.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
Right. And so we're going to overcome this devil by the blood of Yahushua. Right? And see, the reason why they painted him white is because they can't do this if he's black. And the reason why you don't care is because you don't care about yourself.
Judith 5:20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Right. So if you sin against your God, I can kill you. Right? How did you sin against your God? You put down the name Israel and picked up a slave master name. Right? You kill your brother when God say, what's the two greatest commandments? Love me and love your brother as your own self. Right? And so you put down that commandments. So now he can kill you. You open the gate for him to come in and murder you.
And let us go up.
And black women too. You know, one thing, it's like when you're dealing with a black woman, a Chinese woman, or a white woman. A white woman, she don't care if her man war against the black man. The Chinese woman don't care if her man war against the black man. But that black woman, if you war against that white man, man, you can't be together. Do you? I'm telling you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you say anything about this man here that can break our relationship up, you got to like him a certain way so we can get married.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Kick rocks, you and him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think I'm a die for you? When I listen to you in the Garden of Eden, now I'm in Campus Marshals.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? How I get here? How'd they get here?
Not only that, and then when you act up, she gonna call the police on him. She gonna call that man to get you.
You see what I'm saying? I need you to serve master, because if you don't love master, you don't love me. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what master put in me to believe when I'm dealing with you. But that's a lie. Don't nobody love you greater than me. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm gonna die for you for master will. I'm gonna show you something. If you got a black girl walking with a white man, and you say something like, come here, baby, let me holler at you. That white boy ain't gonna say nothing. But if you got a black guy walking with a black girl, and you say, hey, baby, I like the way you look, let me holler at you. You got to deal with him. Do you hear what I'm saying? And y'all still don't get it. You got a white boy, I won't do this, but if you got a white boyfriend, right, 9 times out of 10, and he with a black girl, right, you can probably, touch on the arm,
Yep.
and he gonna be like, come on, guy,
Yep.
come on, man,
Yep.
come on, not where I'm here, dude. I mean, when I'm gone, come on, but not where I'm here.
Yep. Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? But if you do that with a black man, if you touch a black man woman, if a black woman got a black man and you try to deal with his woman, you got to deal with him.
That's
But
right.
that white boy gonna lead her.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not safe until you're with your own people, and the Bible already told you that. And we read it several times.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So, I'm done.
Come.
So I had to warm up the mic for Chisel Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Intro.
Come.
Pussy.
Come.
Y'all come back. We ain't done yet. Y'all can go ahead and hear us. Come on back. We ain't done yet. No, we ain't done.
And she walked you over here and sat down.
Shalom, shalom. That was powerful speaking by the brother right there. Powerful speaking. We're going to see if we can carry that on. Let me get Genesis 49:1. And let me get Deuteronomy 31:12. I know, like I said, when we first started, a lot of people was, why were they talking to those so-called Mexicans?
Yeah.
God is about gathering our people together. You know, the country has got us divided. And you know why the country wants us divided? You can be successful
I like this too.
when you divide people. Us and the so-called Mexicans are supposed to be together.
That's
Just like the so-called Native Americans. We are not supposed to be divided. What's that saying? They say divide and conquer. We trying to bring our people back. We trying to bring God's chosen people back to the world. We trying to bring God's chosen people back to who they are. Give me what you got, huh?
Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together.
What Jacob say to his sons?
Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Oh, that was heavy.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing, brothers? Did y'all hear that one scripture? Hey, say that one more time.
Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So God brought us out here to gather our people together to tell you what's going to happen in the last days. If you notice, all these things are happening in America. Planes coming down, floods, all these things, wars. That's what he's talking about. And that's what we're trying to get all our people to come back to God before the last days. And the last days are really close here.
Right.
Because guess what God said? He said he prophesied about us coming out here, trying to bring our people back.
Waking up.
You know what I mean? So we getting close. Now, I don't know, have y'all ever heard of the Israelites? You say yeah? Yeah. You see them all over. 10 years ago, did you see that?
No.
That's part of the prophecies. So that's how you know things are coming real close. So what we trying to do is tell our people before it's too late. Because just like the days of Noah, remember Noah did the same thing. But guess what happened when the people didn't listen? What happened?
The flood.
God flooded the whole earth. And he was, just like we out here, he was telling the people, get right, do this, do this. A lot of people didn't want to listen. And if you know anything about the Bible, God said he's going to destroy earth, part of the earth again. So that's what we out here, trying to bring our people back. Did y'all know that y'all are God's chosen people? Come on, we okay, we ain't gonna bite.
That's good.
Give us about 10 minutes. Give us about 10 minutes. We ain't gonna bite.
You want to sit down?
I'm gonna ask y'all this. We say we the people of the book. Do you believe we the people of the book? You believe that?
We ain't been persecuted all this time for nothing.
You don't say that. Do you? If you don't believe it, cool. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Drop away everything that you said. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:1, and you give me Deuteronomy 28:15. I'm gonna show you this. Now, I don't know. Y'all might not be as old. Have y'all seen the Ten Commandments?
We grew up in church. Our daddy was a minister.
Okay, come.
Yeah.
You've seen the Ten Commandments, though, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what they left out in the Ten Commandments. Give me what you got, huh?
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass that if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the earth.
Okay, now in church, I know y'all heard everybody is the same. This is what he telling Moses. When Moses was out, remember they left Egypt, he told Moses to tell them, if they do what I say, I'm going to set them above everybody. But in church, you heard everybody's equal. This is the part they left out of the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
This is what Moses is telling them. Now, like a coin, there's a flip side to coin. This is what he said, if you do, I'm going to put y'all above all people. but there's a catch to it. Like, I don't know if y'all parents of this for kids. If your kids do bad, what happens? There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Here goes some of these consequences.
Yeah, you pay attention to the consequences.
Here goes some of these consequences. Give me what you got. Huh?
But it shall come to pass if thou
Hold
wilt.
on. When he say come to pass, what does that mean?
It shall happen.
Yeah,
There
come,
we
come.
go. There we go.
That's right.
Finish it
That's
up.
right.
But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto
Not
the
hearken.
voice.
He mean this what he telling us. He say if y'all don't listen, if you don't hearken, this what's gonna happen to you.
Come not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments.
And do what?
All his commandments.
Some of them.
All his
A
commandments.
few.
All his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
These blessings.
all these curses,
These good things.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, what is a curse? Now, y'all say y'all been to church. Have y'all heard this about curses?
It's a lot of those.
There you
Yeah,
go. Now,
come,
is a
come.
curse a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing.
Come.
Okay.
A curse is really
Which one you want? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's bad.
it's really the things that I inherit
Yeah.
that
It could be
came from my
generational.
past.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's
It could be.
Yep. That's on point.
Okay. Now let's go.
Yeah,
We got-
generational curses
Give me
too.
go to the 16 and let's go to I think 38 or 32. We gonna give me
16.
16.
Deuteronomy 28:16.
Now we gonna read. Here go one of the curses.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Hold on right there. Now we can pick any city out the blue. Not in this country. It's Flint. Who mostly stays in Flint?
African Americans.
In Detroit.
African Americans.
Cabrini Green in Chicago.
African Americans.
The slums in Long Beach.
African
The
Americans.
slums in Africa.
African Americans.
Read that one more time.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Curse shall thou be in the city. Is that a curse? He said curse, you're going to be in the city. Flint got bad water. Do they got bad water in Grosse Pointe? Who stay mostly in Grosse Pointe?
Caucasus.
So this is what God telling us. This is what God telling them back then when they came out of Egypt. He said, if y'all don't listen, this is going to be a punishment. You're going to be cursed in the city. But here's another thing who he said going to be cursed. Finish it out, right?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now, he ain't talking about the baseball field. He ain't talking about the football field. He's talking about the cotton field, the sugar cane field,
Yeah.
the tobacco field. Who was in those fields? Was it Chinese? Was it Chinese man?
Right. Yeah. That's right. That's
Chinese-
right.
No, was it? No, there you go.
The
Was it
Israelites.
Chinese man in those fields? Was it was the Arabs in those fields? We talking to? Let's finish.
He said, yeah, he's
Deuteronomy
right.
28:32.
Israelites in the field.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Who that happened to? Show me anywhere where the white man's, let's break it down, where the Russians' kids was given to another people.
Come.
Find me that in history. Anywhere in history, show me where the so-called Asians' kids and daughters was given to another people.
Yeah.
So when Moses saying all this, Moses talking to them like I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah.
Who was he talking to? Who? Matter of fact, let's don't say, who do these curses fit?
Israelites.
I think Moses was talking about a disrespectful group of people from the nation of Muslims.
Okay, well, you say a Muslims, right?
Yeah,
Are the Arabs Muslims?
Mostly.
most.
Okay, give me. Let's go to 48. 48 is not.
Deuteronomy 1:1.
No, 48 gonna bring it home.
Yeah, 1:1.
Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Okay, now you say the Arabs, right? Okay, tell me when this happened to the Arabs.
Therefore shalt thou serve their
68.
enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
When does anybody send anybody towards the Arab man? Tell me. I'll wait.
Against us.
You can't say it. I don't know.
Well, you said against the Arabs, right? Let's finish it out.
In hunger
Hold it.
and thirst.
Now, when you say in hunger and thirst, who owns Coca-Cola, Sprite, Faygo, what's the waters? Pure water. Who owns those?
Spring water.
I don't know.
So if
Redneck.
we look it up,
The legislative system.
no. There's one order. There's one person who owns it. Okay, well, let's keep going.
and hunger and thirst.
White
Okay,
man.
and hunger. Who owns Tyson's Foods? Who owns McDonald's? Who owns Burger King? Who owns those? Who owns Wendy's? You seen on the commercial, Dave owns those.
Right.
Our enemies.
Our enemies.
It ain't there, man. But let's finish.
Yeah, but that's
And
what
nakedness, and in want of all things.
Now, when you die, who do you have to go to get a death certificate from? Do you go to the air?
Go to the legislative system.
Okay, and who's working in there? Who is the head of the,
Caucasian.
who is the governor?
Who is the governor?
Yeah, who's the governor? What she look like? If you describe that, if I say I ain't seen the governor, describe her to me.
White.
governor.
Yes,
Pink.
most governors.
Most governors.
Most governors, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Finish it out.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he should put a what?
A yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Pull up. I think I got $20 for all people. Pull up anywhere where you've seen 200, what do they call them? East Indians, Arabs with yoke of irons on their neck.
That's us.
You ain't gonna be able to do it. You know why? Because it don't exist. Look up a yoke of iron. When you pull up yoke of iron on your phone,
You'll be a black guy.
show, you see who come on there. He only talking one group of people. It don't fit all people doing bad. This fit one group. Read that last part again.
He shall put a yoke of iron upon their neck until he have destroyed thee.
Who had a yoke of iron on their neck?
We did.
That's simple. We know that.
She had slavery.
Come.
Did the Asian man have a yoke of iron on his neck?
Nope.
200 million.
Nope.
Did they? And if you did, can you show us?
I'm not sure.
I ain't no sure about that, brother. You know they did.
Taught us that in school.
You know, there you go. You
I
know they
mean-
did.
We seen roots in school.
There you go.
And when did he take the yoke off?
When we was destroyed.
When he
When
didn't need it on
slavery
you.
was destroyed?
No, when he didn't need it on you.
Destroyed us.
Yeah.
When he changed your mindset, when he changed your name to Taylor, Jones, Smith, there was no need to put that on there because he had already broke you. Wasn't no need for that change. See, the change put you on when you was disobedient, when you ain't want to be on there, when you was running and all that. But once he beat it out of you, I don't need that change. I always like to say this. I don't know if you remember. Remember that thing with the dog, the invisible gate? Once the dog get to that gate and it shock him no more, ain't no need to put the leash on the dog no more, is it? Because he know once he get to that tree,
He's scared.
something gonna happen. He already modestly know. They did this study, right, with monkeys. They would climb the tree, and every time they climb this pole with the bananas, they'll spray water on. They did it like 20, they sprayed water on. So they took out one monkey and put a new one in. The other 4 monkeys didn't know, they knew they ain't want to get wet. When the one monkey didn't know, guess what they did to that one monkey? They attacked him. So they already know it's a mind game. That's why I say when the change come off, I'm gonna give you another reason why the change. When was the last time you seen the Ku Klux Klan?
Probably on national TV.
Cause it ain't-
Recently when it was in Ohio.
Okay, besides that, but it ain't no need for them. You know why? We kill each other.
Yeah.
Ain't no need for them no more. We doing the job for them.
They said they ain't even got to do their job, but they just come give us some liquor and guns.
There
and
you
leave.
go.
Yeah.
Do it Friday, come back, you looking at the news Sunday, we kill each other.
That's why they don't need to change
Shut up.
on no more. That's why they don't need to change on no more. Go to what's 60? Give me 6. We're gonna finish it out showing these curses only fit us.
Yeah.
He
Bring
was
it out.
only talking to us. He wasn't talking to us.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Any of y'all got $1 on you? Got $1? Put out your $1 for a minute. Turn it back up.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. There you go. What's on the back of that dollar? What's that?
Pyramid.
Have you seen one of them in America? So when he say Egypt again, we're going to explain to you what Egypt is.
Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Bondage means slavery. So when he say, I'm going to bring you in Egypt again, talking about this. See, if you know any history, Egypt wasn't called Egypt back then. It was called Kemet. So Egypt is like, instead of somebody saying, how they say, Instead of somebody saying prison, they say go upstate. You know what go upstate means. You don't have to say prison. It's a term. So that's when he say Egypt. He said, I'm going to send y'all back to Egypt. You already know. That's slavery. But see, this is the thing he was telling, Moses was telling them. They didn't believe it. They didn't believe it. Finish that out in Deuteronomy.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
We're going to walk.
With ships.
Passports.
With ships.
With ships.
Egypt is going to kill me. But it's slavery.
But it means slavery. So we say Egypt. When he say Egypt, it means bondage. But how did he say he was going to bring people into slavery again? Let's read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How our ancestors get over here?
With ships.
See, when he told them ships, he meant cargo slave ships.
That's right.
Now, when you said the Arabs, show me where 200 Arabs been on slave ships. Any ships. When have they been on what's that? The Carnival. Carnival. They ain't even 200 million. They ain't even been on that.
They had the Mexicans as slaves.
Then they been to Cedar Point ship.
So when he say ships,
I don't think they've been to Cedar Point ship.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Brother, excuse me. Hey, brother, you were saying about that Egypt. Now, this is in the so-called New Testament in Revelations. This is Revelations 11:8, and it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt."
Now, when he said that, what do you think talking about the great city is? That great city is America. When it go further, it say the big thing up north.
I'm sorry to interrupt y'all.
Y'all good?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, we about to get.
Nice to meet you.
But I want y'all to remember, y'all are Israelites, and we're trying to bring y'all back.
Yeah.
So you got to follow the commandments.
Oh yeah.
And the commandments: don't eat pork. I don't care how good it tastes.
Yeah, we already don't eat that.
Oh, good,
Lobster.
good.
Yeah.
Keep the commandments.
Yeah.
That's why we got all these on. This is a commandment for the Lord.
Yeah. I definitely
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be here Friday, and we'll be passing out flyers too as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I say,
Y'all
like
here every Friday?
Yep,
Yep,
we gonna
every
be
Friday.
All right,
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah.
stop back
And y'all
by
too,
here.
y'all just remember.
Yeah. Love you, brother.
Y'all queens and
Yeah.
y'all kings, queens, remember that.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Okay, before you leave, what's your nationality?
We American.
No.
No.
Israelites.
Just playing.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, y'all.
Okay, thank you.
Where was we at?
Bye.
Not on track with that. All right, see y'all later.
That's
Did
good
we
work.
read Deuteronomy 31 and 12?
No.
Give me that.
31 and 12.
Yeah, we finished with Genesis though, right?
Well,
Okay.
we know.
We basically finished.
Yeah.
Let me get Judges 20 and 11.
Bring it up.
Go
Bring it up.
ahead, take your time, man.
Deuteronomy 31 and 12.
Anytime you got a precept, just say it. I ain't like that.
Okay. Gather the people together.
What the Lord want us to do?
Gather the people together. Men and women and children.
Hey, that's what we just did right there.
That's heavy right there.
That is just what we did. That's what the Lord wants us to do.
Right, that's
what we out here for.
Right.
One more time, huh?
Gather the people together, men and women and children, and the strangers that is within the gates, that they may hear and they may learn and fear the
They
Lord.
may what?
Fear the
What
Lord.
about the learn part?
Yeah, they make that heavy right
But
there.
they may learn
Nah, the fear part too. That's
and fear the Lord, your God. And
there we go.
That's
it.
heavy. That's heavy.
That's what we out here to do.
That's cold
We out here
casket,
to
baby.
teach our people to learn.
That's
trying
right.
to bring everybody back to learn your real nationality. You ain't American. You ain't African American. You ain't Mexican American. You ain't even American Indian. All that is made up by one person.
That's right.
God never called you that. You are an Israelite from different tribes, like we just said. You know what I mean?
You are the chosen
What
ones.
we're trying to do is get our people to come back, and this is what's happening slowly but surely. Give me what you got up.
Judges 20 and 12.
Second
And the
Samuel
tribe
6 and 1.
of Israel sent men through all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is this that is done among you?
Con. The wickedness he's talking about is the name change. So-called Mexican, so-called African American. But that's why we keep saying we gathering ourselves back. We bringing our people back to their true nationality, to the true thing. Just like we was telling them, the brother kept saying, for some reason, what do you say, the Arabs,
Legislate-
that too.
Yeah,
Like he didn't want to say who was, legislators is a group of people. And when you look at the legislative board, probably 95% of them is white. None of them are our people. See, the thing with our people, we ashamed to say that we ain't up there.
Right.
You know these things. How can you say, you know what I'm saying? We tell him about the thing on the neck. He still couldn't see it.
Right.
Brother, that's us.
Yeah, right. He had to be relearned.
That can't fit nobody but us,
That's
man.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Then he talking about what he say, the Arabs. The Arabs, come on, man.
What's that? The saying?
Yeah.
They had us in slavery.
Yeah,
Come on,
right.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
At the gas station.
There you go.
And so that's what the schools is doing. They're taking everything out.
God.
And so now the new generation are becoming him.
Yeah, they're gonna become more lost.
They become more lost. That's why we got to do the job.
He's saying roots, he just didn't want to admit it.
Second Samuel.
There you
He's
go.
the same age.
2 Samuel 6:1. Again,
Matthew-
David gathered
Matthew, my hand up
together
there.
all the chosen men of Israel.
All the who?
All the chosen men of Israel.
The Christianity say everybody.
All the chosen men of Israel.
This in the Bible now. It say gather all the men of Israel. This don't say gather all the men of Russia, gather all the men of Toronto. This saying a distinctive group who he wants to gather together.
But the white man say God loves everybody.
Show, what book does it say that in? The
All
Walt
right.
Disney's book?
The book is in my ear.
There you go. So what we trying to say, he telling us, this is what he telling us to do. We have to gather ourselves together. As you can see, we need to gather ourselves together
Right.
to school some of our people
Good
to have a
schooling,
learn.
good schooling,
Because
good.
just like I always say, what was the first thing the Most High told Moses when he came up to Mount Sinai? You got to get that Egyptian filth out your head. With our people, we got that American filth, and we can't get it out our head.
That's
Man,
right.
We can't get it
man.
out our head. You know, it's amazing to me with our own people, we don't even want to say we shine. You know, you scared to say that somebody got your foot on your neck.
Well, Master May here's all the way up
There's
there.
nothing wrong with what you see
On the
in this
top
truth.
floor.
I want that record contract.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with saying, well, he can keep the record because eventually this distribution company is going down.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you want to stay there, if you want to stay in a burning building, that's cool with you. You know what I'm saying? That's cool with the Most High. Let me get 1 Chronicles 16 and 35.
Take it out.
And let me get Ezra 3 and 1. But that's the what we out here for, you know. And the thing with a lot of you people got to realize, just like the brother was bringing up, we ain't out here like the pastors. We ain't passing around no collection plate. This ain't what we out here for. We out here to bring our people back to the way we supposed to be. That's what we supposed to do. That gets us from. What we want to do is get that number. We want to get that 1/3 so we can get out of here. We tired of being on the bottom, like the brother brought out in what's that 77. Oppression make a wise man mad.
Right.
If you happy with this situation, something ain't right with you.
Something wrong with you.
Something ain't right with you. If you happy for your people to be on drugs, to be locked up, you ain't right.
Right.
You ain't right. This ain't where we supposed to be living. We supposed to be above all this. And if you don't want that for your people,
Something wrong.
like what they say, if you ain't with us, you got to be against us.
Son,
That's
it.
the only thing it can
That's
be.
it.
Give me what you got, huh?
That's simple.
Ezra 3, chapter 1. And when the 7th month was come, and the children of Israel were in the cities, the people gathered themselves together
They
as
did
one.
what?
Gathered
Get
themselves together
What people?
as one to Jerusalem.
God. Right there again,
Right
this
there.
keeps saying, Israel,
Gather
gather yourself
yourself
together. That's plain and simple. He's telling you this.
Because we need to do
There
it.
you go. And what I always say, if you can't tell this is for us, because what do our people need to be? You got to tell our people things over and over again. He just can't say it one time. He got to keep saying it to us. This is like the 5th scripture we didn't read. He said, gather yourself together. Who else is he talking to? And this proves this can't be for everybody. If this book is for everybody, why do we tell you need to gather yourself together? You are already together. How you gonna say? That's like me telling me to gather myself with myself. Hey, self, why don't you move over here? That wouldn't make sense.
Scoot over. I got to get some sleep.
There you go. So the book can't be for everybody. He wouldn't be telling gather yourself together. That don't make sense right there. All you got to do is read the book. By him saying gather yourself together, that means he's telling you you need to be away from somebody. You need to get with your people. Let me ask you, do you see a group of lions hanging out with some hyenas?
That'd be a fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Misunderstanding.
You don't see all that.
Misunderstanding, for real.
You don't even see monkeys and gorillas together. They gather with their own. That's all we see. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because that's where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be with your own. You understand your own. You get along with your own. You're supposed to overall, but still, you got things in common with your own. Give me what you got, up.
1 Chronicles 16:35.
Come.
And say ye, save us, O God of our salvation, and gather us together, and deliver us from the heathen.
Deliver us from who?
The heathen.
What did he just say right there? He said, gather yourself together so he can deliver you from the heathen. The heathen. Now, if this is for everybody, how is he going to deliver everybody?
Right.
Who's the heathen?
They think the heathen is Putin.
If we all together, if the book for everybody, who is he saying gather? And then who is he saying the heathen? That logically don't make sense. It's got to be some type of groups.
Right. It's a group. He's talking about groups.
He got
So you can't be separated in your own group.
You know what I'm saying? So this can't be for everybody. One more time, huh?
1 Chronicles 16:35. And say ye, save us, O God of our salvation.
Oh, God of who?
Our salvation. And gather us together, and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to thy holy name, and glory in thy praise.
So what they saying is, get us from a group of people who've been mistreating us. I wish your brother was here. Who's been mistreating us, who ain't been doing us all the same. Who would that fit? So let's put it in this nation. So is the so-called Esau or Chinese man want to get away from us? Have we been mistreating them? So it's just a process of elimination.
Right.
Who has been mistreated on this earth? The so-called black man, the so-called Mexican, and the so-called Native American. That's easy. You got something out?
I just wanted to bring this out.
Give me what you got.
This is the definition of the term holy. The term holy signifies that the Bible is dedicated or is dedicated to meaning of sacred and set apart.
Let me get that's the point to say holy when it says set apart. If everybody is holy, who you set apart from? These terms are easy. These are easy terms. Let me get Micah 2:12, and let me get let's go to Matthew 18:20. You got it.
Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Hold on, what color was that in?
Red letters.
Hey, if in case y'all don't know, when it's in red letters, that's the Messiah speaking. So what we doing now, he say when it's 2 or 3 or more in his name, he here with us right now. He here with us right now. That is our protection. So that is the importance of gathering together. So, and I hate to point the finger to people. That's for you, all you so-called Israelites who don't want to be with nobody. You want to be to yourself. Read that one more time. This is what the Messiah say.
What you call them?
Individualized.
Individualized.
This is what the Messiah say about that.
Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
So he telling you when 2 or more, 3, 4, 5,
you know what?
the most he with us. So when you trying to be that individual, like you want to do things by yourself, and you want to read.
You know,
the Messiah ain't with you.
When you're an individual, like when you get ready to brush your teeth, just brush one of them.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't with you.
It ain't all the
He ain't with you.
Right? Don't brush all your teeth. Just